Okay, so welcome. Welcome. I love you. And I miss you. Did you guys think that was funny? Did you think it was funny? Okay. This is kind of my intention for coming and starting this video. It's just to kind of talk about like some of my own personal experience. Of course, you know, source ancestors, they'll come in and drop a message, you know, as I start going. But I also think that my experience in itself is the message. Guys, I'm telling you, they really don't want me to smoke this weed, but I really want to smoke this weed. So I'm just gonna try one more time, because I'm relentless. And it's even just indignant to this fucking message. I'm not even gonna lie. Which, yeah, it caused me a little bit of anger and frustration, because I'm just like, fuck. Like, let me do what I'm doing. But that's the whole point. That is the whole point. And if you're watching this, if you're in this collective, if it's making sense to you, if it's resonating, like, where I'm having a really hard time, and like where my body and my nervous system is having a hard time adjusting, is that everything is new. Every single thing in my reality that I'm supposed to be experiencing is brand new. And 222 on the timer, as I said that, I just restarted the video, so 222 on the timer, and which that came up in the last, I did a little intro video, but besides the point, just come back. Okay. Everything, I can't go back, and nothing is comfortable, and like it's like I'm trying to, like, I am opening the door, and I'm like, oh fuck, I remember why I closed it, and then I close it, but then I'm like, well, what do I do, you know, because everything is new and everything is challenging. It's challenging to my mind, it's challenging to my nervous system, and like none of it's safe. Nothing is safe. I mean, I'm always safe, but nothing is like comfortable in the way that I feel, I don't know how to explain it, like, everything that you did before, every single thing that you did before, it's basically just outdated. Like, it doesn't work. Like, oh my god, so fun, what a cute little message. Okay, sorry, my brain is hilarious. I wish you guys could be in it sometimes, but also I wish you guys don't. Like, that's, yeah, anyways, besides the point. Oh my god, right, you're a phone and you got like a software update, so these like unupdated apps, like if you also don't update the apps, or there's like some apps that aren't correct for applications, right, something that's running, the thing that is running is the habits, the way you're experiencing your time, where you're paying your attention to, and how it's returning back to you, right? Some of these applications are outdated and they don't work anymore, but you keep trying to like open them, or when you do open them, what are they doing? They're going slow, they're slowing down, they don't work, they move slow, they might have been giving you fucking bugs. I'm not even gonna lie. For some of you, some of them are giving you little bugs because it's not made for the software that is on this device right now, and you are the device, okay? I know, but it's just like, it's like anything anything and everything that used to be safe and comfortable for me is unsafe, and that's just kind of hard. I don't know why. I think maybe because there's like a part of me I think that worked really hard and that I love so much. But it's just kind of like I'm going through like a grieving. Like, I realized when I went to work this week, like I was wearing all black both days, and I was like, that's so interesting. It's like I'm grieving, you know? And that's just kind of hard. And it's interesting. Like, it's literally everything. Like the people, the places, the spaces, the habits, the mindsets. Somebody wants an example. Some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And remember, these messages are timeless, so whenever you're seeing it, you know, let it resonate with you. Thank you for being here. I think it means a lot. But like, it's really time for me to start showing up as the new version of myself, and I don't know why that's scary. And it's just scary because it's unfamiliar, you know? There's also something coming through for the collective. These things move fast. What? 6. Okay. So, you really need to relax. The universe is really, really just wanting you to relax, and they want you to get in this deep state of like relaxation and rest and like restoration. There's been a couple of things coming up like emotionally for you that are on like very like physically demanding and like physically draining. And I think the thing with that is like that's kind of just showing you, you know, these last couple of things, you know, like really showing you where you're holding on and what you cannot bring with you, and like why you cannot bring them, and how they aren't serving you. But I just want you to look at like how these things that you have been engaging with and interacting with have taken like an emotional toll on you, like an emotional and physical toll on you, and then think about if and how and when you want to be engaging with them, right? Like, this is spirit. We need you in a space of relaxation. We need you in a space of rest and peace and love and contentness. We need you grounded. We need you grounded for us to do the work that we need to do with you, through you. We need you in a space of groundedness. We need to be able to access you and tap into you. We need to be able to, I don't know. Anyways, we need you in like top form. We need your vessel in top form. Remember that this is like a game. And I know it's just frustrating because you're like, the fuck? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm not doing anything. And like, that's the whole point. And I think this is where I'm like, oh my fucking god, like, leave me alone. Exactly, like this goddamn mosquito that is fucking killed. Get the fuck away from me, bro. Sorry. But anyways, you, my friend, whoever's on the other side of the screen and this message, not a lot of you are getting. That's why I think it's so awesome. Like, whoever watches my YouTube video, know that this is a niche niche collection. If you knew me, you would understand why that's so crazy. In the grand scheme of it all, okay? But besides the point, this is a really niche collective, and like, not, the messages aren't here for everybody. I forgot what I was fucking saying. Anyways, there's something about the person on the other side of the screen who evolves and expands like very, very rapidly, and it's like almost weird. It's almost like freaky. It's like really interesting. Like, I don't know if you have like Scorpio placements. Or maybe Pluto. There's just something about Pluto. There's something about the energy of like death and rebirth. Maybe, okay, I'm also thinking of Kali. Of course I'm thinking of Kali. That's my girl. I'm thinking of Kali. I'm also thinking about, yeah, I'm thinking about Pluto. I'm thinking about the death card. I'm thinking about transformation. I'm thinking about the number 5, right? Death, change, transformation, freedom. There's something about the person that I'm talking to on the other side of this screen where you change and you expand like very, very rapidly. Like it's insane. It's genuinely insane. And like people who watch it on the outside are kind of like perplexed. They're kind of like, what's going on? Because, and I think this is getting interesting. This is getting really interesting, you guys. Wow. Okay, fun. Okay, this is tea now. I just didn't think this was coming. So, yeah, that's that girl in me, you know what I mean? So, right. Anyways, I think this is why it like really perplexes people on the outside, because you're already someone that's like kind of really hard to understand, and people like really like, they really have to like put a lot of time and intention, and they have to really watch you to understand you. And like, and the thing is you're not afraid to show it. Like, you never really have anything to hide. I think every single one of your thoughts and movements and patterns expresses exactly who you are, and it's really not that hard. And that's the thing, is a lot of these people are watching you. A lot of these people are watching you, but what perplexes them, and it's honestly making a lot of them really upset, is that you change so fast and you change so rapidly that they don't feel like they know you anymore, and they can't figure out like why you're moving the way that you do, and they can't figure out like if they're safe. And I think that's why they're like anyways, I think that's why they're treating you the way that they treat you, is because you just evolve and you transform so rapidly. And that also can just like kind of trigger in them like the fact that, oh, interesting, okay, one, that they don't transform as fast as you do, but like who gives a fuck? 1212, as I said that, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, that's like, okay, duh, like, I'll be but they feel really unsafe because they don't feel like they know you. And when they don't feel like they know you, it kind of triggers some like, I don't know, there's also a part of the mirror. There's a part of the mirroring, and that's where I was saying like, you transform fast, so it like triggers that they don't transform fast. Fucking duh. Like, get that one out of here. You know, like, that is so obvious. Get it out of here. But what I think was really interesting is that I heard like it triggers the fact that they don't know themselves. Because every time that you evolve, you really like solidify and like hone in on like an aspect of yourself, and people around you can see that. Like, every time that you go through like one of these transformations and you level up, there's like a very new like solidified version of you, and it's a lot harder for people to project onto you. It's a lot harder for people to manipulate you, and it's a lot harder for people to understand you. And it's really hard for people who like knew you and then like saw you go through the switch, because it's really like you like genuinely like you switch overnight, and then they don't know you. They literally don't know you, and they don't know if they're safe, and they don't know what's going on. They don't know like why this is happening. Interesting. I don't know where else to go. I don't know what else to say. Maybe that's it. But I want to pull a card because that's what I'm doing. Oh, she literally flipped the fuck out. Oh, there's 2. Oh my god. Okay, are you ready? Okay, guys, I low-key can't see. Do you guys understand? Like, I have like the light thing. Like, when there's like, obviously a lot of people can't read when there's not a lot of light, but like my eyes cannot focus on this card at all right now, and I feel like there's enough light, and I have a hard time like reading the street signs. Okay, I'm like sensitive to light. The okay, this says healer. It's a beautiful little like chakra pattern. I know, I wish the quality was a little bit better, but okay, cinematography, cinematic, okay. Okay, I do need to read this so I can get in the light. The luminaries were healers, naturally intuitive and accustomed to navigating energetic-based realities. We all have natural healing abilities that are advanced when we deepen our energetic awareness. When we perceive the world beyond the more well-known senses, we start to receive information and wisdom different from which stems from intellect. By tapping into the life source consciousness and using the abounding energy alongside focused intention. We realize that anything is possible. Extend the margin of your awareness. Revisit a situation from a broader perspective or higher vibration with a focus on healing. Perhaps the issue is simple. Okay, perhaps the issue is simply an outdated or limited perception placement. You have the ability to align to a fresh new timeline inspired by wholeness. Wow, guys, that's just so funny because that's like what we were talking about in the beginning, right? Like, okay, so I think that's why you're stuck, or like where you're stuck is because you keep trying to, like, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So when I left on my break, I thought, like, I need you to remember how, like, crazily, insanely, like, tapped in that you are as an individual and, like, as a being. Like, not everything makes sense, but that's why it makes sense. If that, oh, well, I was about to say, if that makes sense. If you get it, you get it. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to say about that one. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's like when you're thinking about certain things, like really fucking random things, especially, I guess for me, this is like more for me, but like just in general, you know, like it's for a reason and it might not make sense. But when you allow yourself to kind of be open and like continue to like leave yourself open and you allow these like thoughts and ideas to like lead you to the next one and be the next one, like that's where you're gonna see growth and expansion. And again, so I feel like where you're stuck is where you're not feeling whole, you know? And I just want you to like revisit some of the situations that are where you're feeling stuck. This is for some of you. I want you to revisit some of the situations where you're feeling stuck. I know this is very literal. I know. And just look at it from a new perspective. Look at it from a different perspective. Look at it from wholeness. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. I want you to look at the situation from wholeness, and then you maybe will make have a different make a different thought, make a different thought, have a different perspective, make a different decision, like feel differently about the situation. Any anger, frustration, like all of those things, yes, they are part of the whole self, but some of it is coming from like you needing to fix or solve or protect or like this, that, and the third, instead of just like, if you can't like keep your heart open and you feel like you need to defect, you may feel like you're defected, but in any case, you're feeling like you need to defend, you're feeling like you need to, you know, like protect, you're feeling like, you know, a certain thought keeps coming up and like you're having some kind of thoughts and feelings about it, it's because I don't know, it's like showing you where you're not whole. And again, like, if something really isn't working for you anymore, it's just not working for you, and like you can't keep going back to something that's not working for you. It's as simple as that. Like, it's up to you. Like, you can keep experiencing the same reality you're experiencing, but you're the one who fucking, did you see that, or was that just me tripping? Wow, it's so quiet. I kind of like it. Okay, the other thing I was saying, I don't fucking know. Oh, like, you're the one who fucking begged for fucking change. You begged for change. You begged for change, bitch. Begged for it. And now that there's change, you're just gonna keep doing the same thing? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm not even gonna lie. You are the one who begged for change, and now to just hear, and you're like, no, please, 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 get it fucking together. Get it together. Get it together. We're gonna give you your moment. We're gonna give you your moment. Actually, you can have as many moments as you want because we love you, okay? We love you so much, and we love you unconditionally, and you can never mess anything up because that's not how the universe works, okay? But come on, girl. Right. I know it's new. I know it's uncomfy. I know you're doing a lot of new things. And they're not even like that crazy, like viewing from the outside, but you really change. You really, really, really change, and everyone else can see it. Sorry, there's a bug. I heard it. Okay. Okay, but then there's also this like really fun thing that I got downloaded with this card specifically, is there's something about, oh, remember what I was saying, like when I left, like you need to follow your intuition. There is something about you being more in the present moment and like just listening and trusting in your intuition, because you are a really powerful healer, and every time that you look for healing or soothing outside of yourself, or basically like you're telling yourself that like you can't give it to yourself, and everything you need you can give to yourself. You're your greatest healer. I'm not gonna lie, you are your greatest healer, and you just have to like listen to your intuition and like listen to the calls. Like your healing is gonna be really interesting. You know what I did a couple days ago? Actually, it was yesterday. I was sitting in a patch of clovers, and you know there's like the little flower. I started chewing on it. I felt really called to. I don't know. I was just like, I need to chew this plant. Like, I know plants have medicinal properties, and like, honestly, there's like an abundance of medicine around us all the time. A lot of us just don't have like the know-how or the knowledge to do that or experience that. And sorry, I got kind of lost in my own thoughts, or I got lost in somebody's thoughts. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, besides the point, yeah, it's like as interesting as some of you have, like, you know how like eating a grapefruit could like lower your blood sugar, or like cholesterol, or like something like that. It's just like doing things like that, like when you're being called to eat like red food, you know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're being called to draw, maybe you're being called to take a cold shower, maybe you're being called to get your nails done, buy your hair. Like healing is holistic, right? Healing is a whole process, and it includes a lot of interesting things. Maybe it's cleaning out your fridge, maybe it's doing your laundry, maybe it's washing your car, maybe it's doing your taxes, maybe it's folding your laundry, I don't know, 6 minutes, redecorating your room. Maybe it's giving away clothes, maybe it's buying new clothes, maybe it's volunteering, maybe it's going to church. Like all of these things are a part of your healing journey. Every single one of them is a part of your healing journey. And when you can just like be now and be present and follow the call and move however you're being called to move by source, I just need you to do that. Like I really just need you to do that. And I know it's new. That's the whole point. I know it's new. I know it's weird. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's like crazy being in a space where every single thing is new and uncomfortable all the time. And I think, okay, clocked. And it was 333 as I said that. Well, 2333, I should say, is, fuck, I lost it. Oh, I understand. I think the crazy part is you are a completely new person in the same space and like in the same environment, and you're having to do all these new things, but there's not like really a physical indicator of it. It's really just like you just are new, and you are different, and you are in a different space, and you are in a different reality, and like that's just that. But I think that's why your like brain is kind of like having a hard time grappling it or understanding it. Like of course it would make more sense. Okay, so I traveled. I mean, everyone has done new things and like been in new spaces, whether it's traveling, whether it's going to college, going to school, starting a new job, right? That is a new space where you're having to do all of these like weird, sorry, that one scared me. Sorry. I really don't fuck with the bugs. I thought I got him, but then I touched him with my finger. I don't like the mosquitoes. I know that they are life, and this is where that like balance kind of comes in. And it's funny because I understand both perspectives so like wholly, and I love that. I just love it. one time I was with my friend and she was like, no, I don't want to kill the mosquito. Like, why would I kill the mosquito? Like, it's just doing what it needs to do. It's just being who it needs to be. And like, its life is just as precious as mine. And she would even I swear this girl would let the mosquito just like take her blood, you know, because she was like, they need it. And then I told her, like, just because that's who they are doesn't mean that they get to take what's mine and like my energy. Wow, that was beautiful. I hope that resonated for some of you. I think that had to do with, like, you know, some personal relationships, especially for my alchemists, especially for my transmuters, especially for my healers, my highly sensitives, my providers, my hardcore lovers. Like, your energy is really something, and it's really healing, and you know how to transmute energy. That's why you are here. That's why you are who you are. That's how you got to be where you are right now on the other side of the screen, is because you transmuted all of your dark into light. And I know that you love and care about like all of these people. But that doesn't mean that you have to be energetically drained, okay? Okay. So now we're going to move on to our second card. And I am going to sit this way, okay? This one's even harder. When we stop looking outside of ourselves and surrender to the soft inner forces, we have access to unlimited information and resources. When we stop thinking with the glass ceiling of our intellect, we have access to multidimensional wisdom from the collective consciousness. Everything is there within you, waiting for expression. You are invited to explore the state of flow. You are an infinitely amazing being who can access collective consciousness, especially when you surrender control to the greater purpose, or get out of your own way. You have the permission you felt you needed. Sorry guys, I'm gonna go home, but you guys can come with me. Go within and explore. Wonderful gifts are waiting for you. So Spirit is like definitely trying to express through you, and you fucking know that. Like, you know you got some shit to bring here to earth. You been known that. You been know you're like you are like larger than life. I don't know how else to explain it. Well, Avi, I am the expression of life itself. But you make yourself small when you're like looking for another person or another thing to kind of tell you what to do or where to go. Like, you really kind of like want and desire someone to tell you that you're a good person, for someone to tell you that you're worthy of going after your dreams and being the person that you are and shining your light as big as it is. And I don't know, that's like what's stopping you. That's what's limiting you, is that you're like needing your external circumstances to relay some kind of control or like image of you back to determine whether you're good enough or not. And you just gotta know you're good enough. You gotta know that you in your wholeness, you in your humanness, you and your divinity is enough. And you've always been enough. You didn't get this gift, you didn't get this role, you didn't get this essence for no fucking reason. Like, fuck. Okay. You didn't get this essence for a reason. You didn't get this energy that was like larger than life in some way or another, just so you can make yourself small and need external validation for you to feel like you're good enough. Like, We don't know what else to tell you, honestly. You just gotta go. You gotta be. You gotta trust. And you gotta express. You just gotta express yourself. You don't gotta think too hard about it. Whatever it is that you have this like pull or this desire to create and express. And that's the thing, is I think you're also really like wanting some kind of direction. You want something to kind of like tell you which way to go. You really want something to tell you which way to go. And like, you want there to be some kind of indicator that you're going the right way. But there isn't a right way. And you're not going to get an indicator. And honestly, the more you follow your path, I think there's going to be a lot of like interesting things. Because I'm hearing a couple things. One, dude, your fucking spirit team is always confirming you. Like, they're always sending you the confirmation that you want. They're always sending you the messages. Dude, like, they're like, what else do you need? They're like, what else do you need? Like, we will give you anything that you want. Just tell us exactly what you need. Like, this was a question that came up for me. It's like, what do you need to feel supported right now for you to be the you that's desiring to come through? And I list like all these things, and honestly, the universe provided a lot of them. So what am I doing? I mean, I'm doing it right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing what I feel like I need to be doing. And that's your thing. The thing is when you start on like your own path, sometimes it can get a little interesting. It can get a little lonely, I would say. Or I just think it might feel lonely, but it's just you kind of like honing in on this essence of like who you are. And I think that if you kind of spend this time really doing that and fortifying your energy and fortifying like who you are and what you're here to do, it will really work for you, honestly. Like, these things will really work for you. Some of you may have this like big Aquarian energy, and also we're just in like Pluto Aquarius. Okay, Pluto Aquarius, that works. Pluto's in Aquarius, I should say. But anyways, if there's one thing I think I've noticed, and this is kind of just like an astrological observation, but an Aquarius who doesn't know how to spend time alone is an Aquarius who like doesn't have the capacity to do the work. It's not that Aquarius isn't like a social sign. They're an air sign, and they literally represent like all of humanity, all the animals, everybody, right? Like, they have this like deep sensing capacity to like tap into the energy of the collective. But with them having that gift, they need to hone into who they are and what their energy is. So an Aquarius who doesn't know how to spend their time alone is an Aquarius who like needs to fill their time, because an Aquarius should just like their own energy. That's the most Aquarian thing fucking ever. Like, an Aquarius just likes what they fucking do. They don't need anybody else. That's like Aquarius. And it's like, what is it? And its lighter aspects. Like, they can feel really lonely because they feel misunderstood, right? And like, they need to kind of like, they're the hermit. They need to kind of walk on this path by themselves. But it's also the star, right? When they spend this time alone, they find out like what their energy is here to bring and like here to embody. Every single one of them, anyone with like big Aquarian energy is just not from Earth. And you're here to bring a new energy to help raise the vibrational frequency of Earth. So when Aquarius doesn't know how to spend time alone, and they don't know how to be in their own energy, and they don't feel safe and secure in that, like, they can't be who they need to be. So I think like if Spirit really, 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 really just wants to create through you, and they want you to like feel safe and secure, and they just like need you to keep going. But the confirmation, like, it's going to be a lot more about the intimacy and the relationship between, like, you and yourself, between you and your source, between you and your spirit team and your ancestors and, like, you know, just your angels. You being tapped, whatever. I don't know what you need, okay? But it's about you being tapped in to what's going on now and, like, who you are now. And being able to express yourself now. Okay, so you being alone, but you being aligned, right? Right. You're alone, but you're not lonely. You're in alignment. Sorry, excuse me. And you really made some waves and some movements. And the other thing is like, maybe they want this in another message. Maybe I'll just make another message about it. But you really need to start trusting yourself. And I want you to notice that every time that you don't trust the universe, or you don't trust that you're okay, or like you're safe, or that you're on the right path, or you're doing the right thing, like whatever it is, you're basically relaying back to the universe that you don't really trust yourself. And I said this in my last video. And I'm just saying it again because this is a collective message that's coming through for me right now. There was also a lot of other things that were coming through. I don't know if I've gotten them. But that's okay. Oh yeah, there was this one about being very intentional. Maybe I should just put all these on TikTok. Well, whatever, you're here and you're listening. So, fuck. I went into Libra mode. I started being indecisive. Okay, water, guys, water, replenish yourself. I want you to bless your water, okay? As you pour your water, I want you to, like, say, like, this water is replenishing my body, my mind, and my soul every time that I take a sip of this, and it's restoring me back to wholeness. It's healing me, it's rejuvenating me, and fortifying my energetic force field. Gotcha. That just came out of my brain. Maybe I'd change it. I don't know. I wouldn't say, like, restoring my wholeness because I'm always whole, right? But if you need that, do that. Okay, that's that. And then this is the last thing. It's really not the best. But I think you just... Actually, fuck it. Fuck it. That's all, everybody. That's all. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I love every single one of you. I hope you all have a really, really good day. Guys, it's a million, bajillion, trillion disease. Okay, someone has a disease. Degrees outside. Maybe that's a disease. Well, duh, the plant's diseased. Okay, ciao.